character, knowledge, confidence. SRK Higher Secondary School, Karikalambakkam.
I love my school, it's okay. Best of the best is okay. Bright future means it's okay. Quality education, it's okay. Knowledge power lasts forever. Faithful friends to see the culture. Lovely teachers and for wisdom. What's the culture we will start? I love my school, it's okay. Best of the best is okay. Bright future means it's okay. Quality education, it's okay.
Admission is going on from pre-KG to 12th standard. Group A1A, Maths, Physics, Chemistry, Biology. Group A1B, Physics, Chemistry, Computer Science and Biology. Group A2, Maths, Physics, Chemistry and Computer Science. Group A3, Accountancy, Economics, Commerce and Computer Application. SRK Higher Secondary School, 45/7, Dilliyanur Main Road, Karikalambakkam, Puducherry 7.
Yes, good morning students, how are you? Hope all of you are safe at your home. In the meantime, you are taking utmost care in your plus 2 studies too, because last class out of 5 days we have telecasted the classes. The 6th subject English has not telecasted and the test has not been conducted, but this time once again we are starting the class. Out of the 6 subject we will be carrying weekly 5 subjects. One subject will be carried on in the next week. So this is what the protocol that we are following right by now. Coming back, we have completed first unit prose, first unit poetry, and we have completed second unit poetry, and let us go directly to second unit prose. Non-detail, after completing first 3 units, let us go to the non-detail, because that we can go in a different story manner. Here we have to go a little bit detailed in prose as well as in poetry, right? That is a non-detailed text, this is a detailed text where you must be able to concentrate evenly. I hope some of the people are doing the homework properly and posting it. Some of the people are writing the exams well and posting it. Some of the people who are for the namesake they are writing the test and not posting it. So this is not the right position to carry on. What we want is all the 79 students must be able to write the weekly test. This week by Saturday you will be having English test, where you must be able to write the test. Whatever the portion, it will be intimated to you in prayer. Probably this week portion, if questions could have not been able to take from the syllabus which we are taking now, we will be taking the questions which we have taught to you in the previous classes also, right? So which means whatever the YouTube classes that you are watching, you must, after watching this, you must prepare it well for your test too, right? Attend the classes properly, daily carry on all the subjects, and in the meantime get ready for the weekly test. Write the weekly test properly, and we are posting it to different teachers. Different teachers are correcting it in the cell phone itself, and they are once again sending back to us, and we will be posting to you. Maximum all the students must have textbook in your hand, so just collect your textbooks from your school. We have got limited textbooks. I think some 50 copies have come here, I think so. So whoever, just come to the school and collect the textbook at the earliest. And with this, let us go to the second lesson, prose. Second unit, prose. Yes, so second unit, prose, A Nice Cup of Tea by George Orwell. So this is a chill climate and a wonderful topic. Usually tea, most of the people used to have that habit in the morning as well as evening, and I don't say that is the right choice, but people are living in tea itself, and that too, look at the topic, a nice cup of tea. George Orwell is going to describe his entire desire of drinking tea, that too drinking a good tea. And he used to frame a lot of rules for that. And he used to depict all these things in this prose. Before going into the warm-up activity, let us see about the author in short. So George Orwell itself a pen name for the person Eric Arthur Blair. So he was born in 25th June 1903 and he passed away in January 1950. So if you are going to say that Eric Arthur Blair, nobody will know in literature, but if you say George Orwell, he is a renowned novelist. A lot of good novels have been given by him, and he was an excellent novelist, essayist and journalist and a critic. And a critic means, for example, I am teaching the lesson. You used to write a critical theory of how this person is teaching this lesson, whether he is teaching properly, what are the benefits there, what are the critics there, what are the drawbacks there, like that. You people are going to write an essay, means that is what the criticism, that is what the critic, the most toughest work which should be done as cautious as you are. And a critic whose work is marked by clear prose, awareness of social intricacy. See, he is depicting his criticism in the prose manner with a lot of awareness of social intricacies. So whatever the need in the society, he used to look at with the same vision on his eyes. Opposition to totalitarianism and candid support of democratic socialism, nothing but these are all the titles of the era in the beginning of the 20th century. In the beginning of the 20th century, a lot of dominance were there by certain people. So considering all these things, he used to criticize with a kind of democratic socialism. Here, George Orwell wrote literary criticism, poetry, fiction. So, literary criticism. Apart from that, the nature, literary criticism, whatever there is in the literature, whatever written by the different writers, he used to criticize those things. Poetry, fiction. Fiction means nothing but novel. And polemical journalism, nothing but a criticism journalism. Polemical journalism means, don't think that what do you mean by that, something like a kind of criticism, that is also a criticism in journalism, a critic journalism. He is the best known for his allegorical novella. Sir, novel, we know. What is novella? Side by side, you must have all this kind of knowledge, because if somebody is going for literature or whatever thing, so you people must have an idea on that. A detailed big novel is called, a big fiction is called novel. A short novel is called novella. Clear? So a novella, animal form. You people may heard a lot of movies have been taken by using that particular topic. So he passed away in 1950, he published that in 1945. And the dystopian novel 1984. The dystopian novel was published, named 1984, was published in the year 1949, 1 year just before his death. In 2008, the Times ranked him second on the list of the 50 greatest British writers in 1945. See, he is ranking the second in the top 50 writers of British country. In the top 50 British writers, he holds the second position in the overall. See what a person he is going to be, right? George Orwell. Now let us go to the warm-up activity. See the warm-up activity. Here are few varieties of tea. Now you will be much aware of that. One day your mom will be giving plain tea, one day powder tea, one day milk tea, one day ginger tea, one day lemon tea, a lot of variety, one day mint tea, all these flavors. I hope your mother would have been given variety of tea. See here, here are a few varieties of tea. How many of these have you tasted? Tick the boxes. Did you had herbal tea? If it is so, you can tick. Did you had iced tea? Tea not hot. As we are having now instant coffee, like that instant tea, where they used to put some ice cubes there and shake it by using the milk powder, where we will getting some cold tea. That is what I tea, lemon tea. Instead of milk, lemon will be crushed into the black tea. Here green tea, which you know, mint and other flavors. Nowadays a lot of actresses coming for the ad. So if you are going to drink green tea, you will be vomiting. Sorry, you will be not vomiting, you will be becoming as slim as the heroines, right? Actually it will be like vomiting, but all the heroines will say that I am slim by taking that green tea, but usually they won't take that. Okay, green tea. Then black tea, as you all know, without tea, without mixing milk. Tea with milk, the regular tea. And a lot of boxes can be given here. Dry ginger tea, wet ginger tea, and other some of the flavored tea also, right? Here, look at the warm-up activity, and if you do not have a habit, put a into mark in all these things. You must able to do these things. You would have seen lovely packets of tea on the shelves in supermarket. Of course, when we are going to walk on the supermarket, green label tea, Three Roses tea, Tata tea, etc. tea, like that, it used to be just kept on the shelves in the supermarkets and shops. Have you ever wondered how tea powder is obtained from the plants? So, have you ever wondered? See, this is what the tea plant, how from the leaves of the plants the tea powder has been produced. Have you ever wondered? You must be able to think about that, and that's why these pictures are given to you. Look at the pictures and describe the process. So this is what the making process of preparing the process of preparing tea particles. Now look at here. The ladies are plucking the leaves, the new fresh leaves, not the strong leaves which is at the bottom of the plants. The fresh leaves at the tip of the plant, no, they used to pluck that, so that another fresh leaves will come there. By plucking it, they will be putting on the basket which is on their head and which is on their basket. After that, the leaves will be dried down in the shadow, not in the sunlight. It will be dried down in the shadow. After that, this will be cutted down. See, look at here in this picture. See, look at here in this picture. Using these machines, all these dry leaves used to be crushed together and made into small particles, and finally it will be made into it will be dried out, and then look at here, packing, auto machine packing. So whatever the grams that they are fixing, it will be packed down and it will be sent to the market. There is a short process of preparing the tea, and for SRK students, you are gifted Last year we have taken the students to Ooty, right from third standard to up to plus 2 we have taken you to the Ooty, and in Ooty we have taken you to the tea factory. Hope you people would have remembered, those people who came for the tour would have remembered how the tea powder was prepared, right? Now let us have an idea about this lesson. Directly let us move to the text. Right. Read the following essay in which George Orwell highlights the distinctive feature. See, George Orwell here going to highlight the distinctive features, top quality features of preparing a nice cup of tea. A cup of tea, a nice cup of tea, superlative tea, superlative degree tea. That is what we can say here. If you look up tea in the first cookery book that comes to hand, you will probably find that it is unmentioned. So usually if you are going to go through some cookery books, nothing but the guide to cook, regarding tea there will be nothing, or at most you will find a few lines of sketchy instructions which will give no ruling on several of the most important points. If you are going to, probably it will be not there in the cookery books. If it is going to be there will be a very few points which will not give the key distinctive features. That is what the ruling, right? The key distinctive points will not be mentioned there. Several of the most important points will not be there. That is what the words of George Orwell. This curious not only because tea is one of the mainstays of civilization in this country, as well as in air. Air means, look at the air means E-I-R-E means Ireland. That is what called in French as air. As well as in Ireland, Australia and New Zealand. But because the best manner of making it is the subject of violent disputes, one of the most important short answer, this paragraph, that is curious, too eager, and what he is saying is the preparation of tea remains as a good civilization in most of the countries, because that plays a most prominent role in those countries. Not only in this country, which means not only in Indian country, as well as in Ireland. E-I-R-E, air means Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, like this. A lot of countries which used to have these kind of discussions. But because the best manner in these countries, if you are going to discuss deep, means it will result in violent disputes, nothing but harsh contrary arguments. So it will lead to subject to violent disputes. This is what the key word which used to be pointed down in the public examination while you are writing the public answers. Moving to the next para. When I look through my own recipe, see, recipe means usually you used to say that item or food or whatever that is going to be. Here what he is saying is that tea itself, it is going to be a recipe to him, a food item to him. When I look through my own recipe for the perfect cup of tea, I find no fewer than 11 outstanding points. So in order to prepare a proper perfect cup of tea, George Orwell, the author, is going to give 11 outstanding points. What is that 11 outstanding points? This 11 outstanding point is going to be a couple of paragraph questions. So listen carefully. Since this is a second unit, most probably you will be expect a lot of short answer and paragraph answer from here. So while you are listening to the lesson, during we are teaching, you can understand and you can write the examinations. And if you find to observe my class, if sir you are teaching fully in English, we find too difficult, means you can call to my number, school number, and you can intimate that, or you can put the messages. So especially in the YouTube classes, I want full attendance. All the 79 people must give your attendance in the YouTube that you have visited that class. I know how many of the people will be looking the class fully. You will be coming there and you will be typing the name, and after giving the attendance you will be flying away, right? Most of the people are following all these kind of crooked tactics, but I don't want all these things. Listen, so that it will be easy for you to read and write, right? And if you feel too tough to listen to the class, you can message me so that I can teach in Tamil also, right? On perhaps two of them, there would be pretty general agreement, but at least 4 others are actually controversial. So out of that 11 outstanding points, 2 of the points all the public used to accept, and 4 points most of the people would not agree. That controversial means contrary, not accepting side, the opposite side. That is what called the controversial. Here are my own 11 rules, every one of which I regard as golden. See, all the 11 rules he regards as golden. See, ஒரு ரூலையும் அவர் ஒரு தங்கத்து கட்டியை பார்க்குற மாதிரி பார்க்குறாரு. ஒரு டீ போடுறதுக்கு மொத்தம் 11 தங்க கட்டி ஒன்றா சேர்த்து போடுறோம், ரைட்? ஃபார் யுவர் கன்வீனியன்ட் ஐ எம் எக்ஸ்பிளைனிங் இன் த bilingual language. First of all, let us go to the first point. First of all, one should use Indian or Ceylonese tea. Ceylonese means nothing but Sri Lankan tea, because what the author George Orwell, a British writer, saying that first best tea is Indian tea or Ceylonese tea, right? Ceylon tea. China tea, he is talking about the China tea also. China tea has virtues which are not to be despised nowadays. It is economical and one can drink it without milk, but there is not much stimulation in it. So what he is saying is, there is not much stimulation in the China tea. See, you feeling drowsy. Now I am taking classes for the past 15 minutes. If I feel drowsy or tired, if I am going to have a cup of tea, how you will feel? You will feel you are refreshed, you will be active, your voice will be raised, all these things will be happen. So here such a kind of stimulation is not in the China tea. The best tea is only Indian tea and Ceylon tea. So this is another short answer. Mark it down. This is another short answer. One does not feel wiser, braver and more optimistic. Optimistic means positive approach. One does not feel wiser, braver or more optimistic after drinking it. So after drinking a good tea, one should feel a kind of brave attitude, a strong attitude. But if you are going to take China tea, you won't get such kind of attitude. So one does not feel wiser, braver or more optimistic after drinking it. Anyone who has used that confronting phrase, a nice cup of tea. So anyone who had used that confronting phrase, a nice cup of tea, invariably means Indian tea. So if somebody is going to say the tea is good, automatically we can say that is Indian tea. No other tea would have been as good as Indian tea. So the second point, secondly, tea should be made in small quantities. So tea is not supposed to be boiled in a barrel where it used to be distributed to 100 people. If you want a nice cup of tea, you should prepare less tea. Tea should be made in small quantities, that is in a teapot, a small teapot, that to mud pot, you should be able to prepare it. Tea out of an urn vessel is always tasteless. Tea that is to be prepared in the other vessels will be tasteless, while army tea made in a cauldron, a pot like vessel, cauldron means army tea made in cauldron, taste of grease and whitewash. You all know what is the grease, the paste like something, as well as whitewash means the white powder which you use for the wall painting. See how worst the taste he is comparing to. The teapot should down. The teapot should be made of china or earthenware. The teapot should be made of china. The pot can be made in china or earthenware, nothing but in mud. Silver or Britannia ware teapots produce inferior tea, and enamel pots are worse through curiously, though curiously enough, pewter teapot, a rarity nowadays, it's not so bad. Look at here. So teapot should be made in china or earthenware, nothing but it should be made in china mud or china pot or other pot like structure, so that the taste will be good. That is what the opinion of George Orwell. And if you are going to tea in silver means not ever silver, velli, that is what. And Britannia ware is nothing but a pot like structure vessel. Teapots produce inferior tea. So if you are going to use this kind of vessels, it will give inferior taste to tea. Only the mud pot will be giving good taste to tea, and enamel pots are worse. And the enameled pot, the decorative pots where a coat like structure will be there on the vessels, and that is also give worse taste. W-O-R-S-T, worse taste. Though curiously enough, a pewter teapot, even if it is going to be lesser, pewter teapot means very lesser teapot, the rarity nowadays, and that is also not so bad. That even if it is going to be a small pot, that will not be so bad, but it will be bad. So what he is saying, prepare the tea in mud pot, the china pot. This is what he is saying. Coming to the third point, thirdly, the pot should be warmed beforehand. See, you used to clean the pot, no? Then automatically with the same wet pot, you used to keep it on the stove, and you used to pour water and tea powder, etc. So what he is saying is, thirdly, the pot should be warmed. You take the pot, keep it in the stove, you heat the pot so that the pot will get heated and the wetness in the pot will be gone. After that, it is better done by placing it on the hob than by the usual method of swilling it out with hot water. So sometimes we used to say உலைக்கு ஆவி போடுறேன் சாதம் கெட்டு போகக்கூடாது அப்படின்றதுக்காக என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, அந்த மாதிரி தண்ணி போட்டு சூடு ஏற்றி பாத்திரத்தை சூடு பண்ணுவோன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அந்த மாதிரிலாம் கிடையாது, அந்த மாதிரி கிடையாது. டேரெக்டாக பாட்டை வச்சு சூடு பண்ணணும், சூடு பண்ணி ட்ரை ஆக்கணும், அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் அதில் வந்து டீ போடணும். ரைட். Fourthly, the tea should be strong. The tea should be strong, which means in the water we should add more number of tea particles, half spoon extra. For a pot holding a quart, for example, a half liter pot, out of that, if it is going to holding a quart, if you are going to fill it nearly to the brim, 6 heaped teaspoons should be about right. For almost for a quarter liter or half liter, you should add 6 spoons of tea powder should be added to the water. See how strong it used to be. We used to add 1 spoon or 1.5 spoon, a maximum 2 spoons in a house. Nobody will be adding more than that. But what he is saying is 6 heaped teaspoon, big teaspoon, used to be added, right, to have a good taste. In a time of rationing, nothing but the stabilizing timing, this is not an idea that can be realized on every day of the week, but I maintain that one strong cup of tea is better than 20 weak ones. Even though if you are going to take 20 cup of tea, one strong cup of tea will be equalizing the energy of that. All true tea lovers, not only like their tea strong, but like it a little stronger with each year that passes. A fact which is recognized in the extra ration issued to the old age pensioners. So what he is saying is, all true tea lovers, if you are going to be a true tea lover, you will be having such a kind of strong tea. And next year you will be having a better strong tea, which means you will be adding a 6.5 spoon, 7 spoon, including that passes a fact which is recognized in the extra ration issued to old age pensioners. For the old age pensioner also, you should issue too much of tea powder so that they will be having a good tea. So with this 4th point, let me stop the lesson in this class. From the 5th point we will be studying in the next class. Prepare the short answer, synonyms, antonyms mentioned here. Go through the text and write down the short answer. Whatever the short answer that is coming here, you mark it down, write as a homework and post it, as well as synonym and antonyms, right? So listen to the class, work carefully, not only in my subject, for all the subject. Those who didn't collect your textbook, come to the school, collect your textbook, and in the meantime +1 admission is going on in our school. We got a very good result. Comparing to even Petty Seminar or rural school or whatever school that is going to be. We have got a very good result with the cooperation of the last year +2 students, and I expect the same kind of cooperation from this set of students also. The students who are watching the class right from the starting, I am saying you, if you are going to cooperate in a better way, this year the +2 students have given 568, and the outcoming year at least you can get 588 or 590 out of 600, right? So all the best, do your homework. Thank you.
லட்சியம் எங்கள் கண்ணிலே நிறைவேறிடும் அந்த நாளிலே உலகம் போற்றிடும் எங்கள் பள்ளியே SRT. கல்வி பண்புகளை கண்ணின போற்று, கலைகள் யாவையும் கைவசமாக்கு பள்ளி SRK. IIT, MBBS இத தேர்வையான போது மோதி வென்றிடும் ஒரே லட்சியம் எங்கள் கண்ணிலே நிறைவேறிடும் அந்த நாளிலே உலகம் போற்றிடும் எங்கள் பள்ளியே SRK. கல்வி பண்புகளை கண்ணென போற்று பள்ளிகள் யாவையும் கைவசமாக்கு பள்ளியின் பெயரை கேட்டால் சொல்லு SRK.
Admission is going on from pre-KG to 12th standard. Group A1A Maths, Physics, Chemistry, Biology. Group A1B Physics, Chemistry, Computer Science and Biology. Group A2 Maths, Physics, Chemistry and Computer Science. Group A3 Accountancy, Economics, Commerce and Computer Application. SRK Higher Secondary School, 45/7, Dillianur Main Road, Karikalambakkam, Puducherry 7.